So I'm gonna do my best to make this quick. I'm literally at home on chill right now. So I just pretty much got a video feed of a lot of people going off because there was a young man, a YouTube gamer, which I follow whenever his videos pop up in my recommendations. So there's this thing going on now that people are pissed off because he went off because one of his videos got removed. You probably already know the situation. In my personal opinion, because I know my friend asked me to, speak out. I've been on YouTube since YouTube was YouTube, when YouTube first started. But at that time, I only had literally 30 videos because I was working with a compact computer and I didn't have any good drive saving nothing on my computer. So anytime I uploaded a video, I had to immediately delete it off my hard drive. And pretty much it was on my YouTube. I had 30 videos, all of them were AMVs, and I had over 2,000 subscribers, not subscribers. At that time, it was either friends or it was like family. And YouTube would literally allowed you to create your whole YouTube page, background, everything. They had YouTube chat, YouTube email. Those were the fun days. Now, going into the later 2000s, that's when things started getting crazy and a lot of people was walking away from YouTube because YouTube was allowing third-party companies to throw strikes on people's videos for no reason whatsoever. So this was way before the algorithm became popular. So there were people such as, I don't know if this woman is still there. You had Anime in America. You had the Black Anime Reviewer, who was literally one of the first men to be a Black anime reviewer on YouTube. You had other reviewers, but they weren't as popular. There were a lot of gamers that I was following too, but Anime in America, she was one of the first people that literally put out how a lot of her videos, especially Team 4 Star, but she came before them with all of their videos were getting hit with strikes, removed, all because they had anime clips. So at the time they were like, oh, you can only have like a certain amount of anime within your videos before it's considered copyright. So there was a whole copyright movement strike that was going on with YouTube. So you had people back in the day who were uploading like full length animes, because during that time I was watching Naruto, I was watching Bleach, I was watching Samurai Jack, I was watching damn near every fucking thing. Saint Seiya, Sailor Moon, all that on YouTube. So people who had like full length anime movies or videos were getting striked. Even if you had like 30 seconds of an anime clip, your video was getting striked for no reason whatsoever. Well, that was the reason, because they said copyright. But you weren't getting the copyright claim for the company directly. It was a third party company. So a lot of people were upset with that. A lot of people were leaving YouTube. The biggest thing that happened in the 2000s was when Team 4 Star was getting hit. Like all of their videos one day just ended up gone. And people were like, what the fuck is going on? So now let me give you what happened to pretty much going on down the line. When YouTube merged with Google, I ended up losing my entire YouTube page. Like I said, I only had 30 videos. They were all AMVs. Um, None of them got hit with strikes. I had a full My Chemical Romance video that I had uploaded on there. And then on top of that, like I said, I had 2,000, at the time it was friends, not subscribers. At that time, I pretty much had created a secondary account and was telling people that I actually was talking to out of those subscribers, hey, here's my secondary page, please move to it because I'm afraid I might lose this one. Well, lo and behold, because I refused to get a Gmail at the time, I ended up losing my entire page, and I have been on hiatus from YouTube really creating any content ever since until recently, because I was just like, y'all took my baby away from me. You took all of my videos. At the time YouTube had like a 1-800 number that you could call. They put my case in, and it took 2 weeks for them to literally get back to me and literally tell me, well, there was absolutely nothing that they could do. They could not revive my account. I refused to get a Gmail. They were moving to Google. That my account was completely gone. Don't worry, because any content that you ever had was gone. And I'm like, okay, all right. So I completely went on hiatus because at that time I was completely broken, because like I worked so hard on that channel, my page, everything. I had connections. Fortunately, I was meeting people in person, people on Facebook. people on another art page platform that I was on. I met a lot of my online friends through YouTube, and now we were all migrating to the other platforms and pretty much talking, having conversations, and checking on each other. So moving forward, and I understand why the content creator is upset because his video got striked, but also think about this. Around 2014, when my daughter was born, there was this thing that I ended up finding out years later called the Elsa Gate, and that was true. You had people who were marking their videos as kid rated because they were dressing up in like costumes of like cartoon characters, Elsa, Spider-Man, Batman, all these other characters, and they were doing some off the wall stuff that kids should not be watching, and they got away with that, and they're still getting away with that. And a lot of their videos and channels are still up to this very day. A lot of people in the like a few years after was making a big rave about it because they were like, a lot of this stuff is marked kid rated. You would look at it and be like, is this cartoon character saying that? Like, they were getting away with it, and that's why it ended up getting the name the Elsa Gate. So my thing about this was, at that time, the YouTube algorithm was popular. At that time, a lot of content creators, especially white, black, Hispanic, everybody was coming out saying that they wasn't getting enough revenue because either A, they didn't have ads, or B, because people wasn't liking the videos, they didn't subscribe to them, they didn't hit the notification bell. Like, there was one content creator that really blew it all out the water, and it was a man by the name of This Is a Commentary. Now, he put a whole live video up, and he was just like, you have YouTube Black, for those who don't know about it. I didn't know about it. So him and other Black creators went into this whole meeting with a representative from YouTube who was telling them that you have to literally get people to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your videos in order for them to go into circulation. And if you don't, then they will not see your videos. So of course he was just like, I have a lot of people that like, follow, do all that good stuff with my videos, and I'm still not getting the revenue that I'm supposed to be getting. They replied back to him, well, maybe you're just not popular enough. So of course he was very upset and ended up removing a lot of his videos, but I ended up finding out that he's back on YouTube, and I'm happy. But now the situation, I don't believe in any way, shape, or form that it has anything to do with racism. Their algorithm is indeed effed up because I have seen other YouTubers come out and say that either A, their videos got judged by a machine, or B, their videos got judged by a person who clearly had to stick up their ass that day. So I really feel as though they need to do better with the algorithm, and they need to literally hire a team of people, not just somebody, just one person, a team of people to actually look at the videos, because that's kind of messed up. If somebody then, dedicated their entire life at that point to creating a video, and then it got striked, and then on top of that, you bring it to their attention, and then it's like, oh, well, we're going to put it back up, but now we're going to take it down, strike you, and then strike the other person. That's messed up. Like I said, they let the whole Elsa Gate situation slip by. And as a parent, I did see a lot of those videos where people were dressing up, and a lot of stuff that they were doing were completely off the wall. And that's exactly why I pulled my daughter away from YouTube. Like, she was watching shows like Musha and the Bear before it even came to the US. She was watching a guy by the name of Blimpy. She was watching Ryan before he even became popular. Ryan's World with the little boy. I was very upset that he's sitting up here making more money than me, but hey, do your thing. She was watching Annoying Orange. I don't know, for whatever reason, but hey, she was watching a lot of things. But then she was slipping by to like navigating to other channels where it was kid rated. So one day I walked in the room and I'm hearing this stuff, and I'm like, what in the hell? So I completely pulled her away from YouTube, and lo and behold, here we are like 5 years later, and then people were like, yo, you know about the Elsa Gate? And I'm like, who? And they're telling me about it. I'm like, yeah, I caught my daughter watching those videos. And they were like, yeah, like, people blew up about that. Like, YouTube has not pulled down half of those channels or pretty much kicked off half of those videos from their platform. They're still up there. There was a time where even Markiplier himself and even the guy from a game theory and video theory literally was getting strikes hit just like Anime in America for like no fucking reason. And Team 4 Star getting hit with stuff, no fucking reason. The black anime guy, I just looked it up real quick. Yeah, he's gone. His videos, he even kept posting videos like, yo, 30 seconds, 60 seconds of anime content to like 15 seconds, and they kept hitting his videos. He was one of the first black anime reviewers on YouTube, and they kept striking him. And this all happened in the late 2000s, around time that Bleach and Naruto was like really out there. He kept getting hit with strikes left to right, so he left. He hasn't come back. So this is why I feel, this is my own personal feeling. I don't feel as though that it is any racism in there or anything. They may be picking favorites. I don't know, but I really feel as though there's something messed up with their algorithm, because this is happening too much to too many people, and this young man, is just now experiencing what people have been experiencing on YouTube, and that is fucked up.